I created the Master Mentors Live educational platform to train, prepare, and mentor entrepreneurs that'll be in the right place at the right
UPK 1 West, 125th Street, Commander Junior Hunter, UPK, no cows, no excuses. You understand? Go ahead and let them have it, all right?
Count on one calm. Every time. Shit. Revenge, Lord knows I should name you niggas. IUIC. You left the truth back in the days, we can't claim you niggas. IUIC. You locking niggas up scared as fuck, I can't blame you niggas. IUIC. We the prophets and priests with them precepts, you run up, I change you niggas. IUIC. You niggas say niggas like niggas ain't shit. Hating your brothers with verses and gets. You bitches can't sing and your verses ain't shit. Your body gon' burn in the bottomless pit. You niggas ain't Judah, you niggas is Judas. Niggas got lineups, you niggas is foolish. Locking up niggas and falsely accusing. Forcing my hand, nigga, why would you do this? You took off the shield, nigga, what is you doing? Schism is real and you causing confusion. You say that you famous, you niggas is losing. Let me remind you who precepts you using. UPK even winning with music. Thought you could see us, so what is you using? Trying to stop the most powerful movement by causing niggas to be fighting and feuding. Oh, you African now? Chasing the African crowd, seeking the Africans out. Thinking you Paul, you ain't Paul at all, nigga. We know what Africans about. You purple pussy, stool pigeon, sold out. Took a bag snitch and couldn't get a second wife, so you stayed Christian. Took a picture, put some Hebrews in prison for a picture. Nigga, this one West. Straight out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem. This one West, West, West. This one West, West, West. This one West, West, West. This one West, West, West.
This is the original ISPK out of 1 West, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hunter. The original school. You put it back, it's gonna learn to bow down to the truth and to the true prophets of the Lord. You understand me? It's going down. ISPK, the takeover's in full effect. God damn it.
Oh, shit! Ah, you motherfucker! The next one will kill you. Oh, son of a bitch! You shot me in the ass. Okay, wait. Okay. All right, look. Well, Jake, I need the money. Give me the money, Jake. Give me the money, please, Jake. Give me that money! Oh, you did. Hey, Jake! Hey! Jake! 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 Come back here! Jake! You disloyal, fool-ass, bitch-made punk. Jake! I need my money! Jake! Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jake! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay!
You ain't too you crazy for this.
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. And I don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm repped out, tell them watch your mouth. For you know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the towel. We make niggas hit the clock. And with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live with lies. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. Or you know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real every day. While y'all just say watch. We making enemies our foot stores. Run no nothing by the op. It take one try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. Y'all want me to connect the dots. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't wanna be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't wanna be the next to flop. Yeah. Niggas feeling theyself. Get a shovel, tell them dig the pot. Can't fit you and your man's in it. Just tell them get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call him my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot.
That shit was hot.
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beat with fear. taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on, and I don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is wartime. Already wait the calls. That point shoot business. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whistle. Is you with us or against us? Can't stop to the zone lock. I don't think get the picture. He come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give him a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof. Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock, got the book of loot. Keep it stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like beaver troops. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Give him bars like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a car tire. Zone mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on, and I don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is.
I heard they coming for blood, I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor, they better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pour, nigga I'm raw. Fly with that hammer like Thor, found on my ops in the morgue. Tell them I'm fours, I'ma be bombing these lanes. Understand how and war, I've been the lead. Time to get back in the street, time to get back on my feet. Had time to read, check out we came from the east. Wait till my dogs are released, heard they was sleep. So we gon' wake them up, put them up in the sky. The Lord gon' take them up. I take on anybody, think he brave enough. I've been the same and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit up my cellular phone. Tell me whatever he on, I take that scouter. He on them perks and that powder, homie ain't really that strong. I'm like a Don, better yet Benny King. I keep a lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield, won't you see everything. G43, symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too, you crazy for us. You ain't too, you crazy for us.
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on, and I don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm repped out, tell them watch your mouth. For you know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the towel. We make niggas hit the clock. And with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live with lies. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. Or you know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real. Every day while y'all just say watch. We making enemies our footstores. Run no nothing by the op. It take one try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. You don't want me to connect the dots. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't wanna be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't wanna be the next to flop. Niggas feeling theyself. Get a shovel, tell them dig the plot. Can't fit you and your man's in it, just tell him get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call him my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on, and I don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is wartime. Already wait the calls. That point shoot business. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whistle. Is you with us or against us? Can't stop to the zone lock. I don't think get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give him a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof. Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock, got the book of loot. Keep it stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like beaver troops. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Give him balls like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a car tire. It's on mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on arrival. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. And I don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is.
I heard they coming for blood, I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor, they better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pull, nigga I'm raw. Fly with the hammer like Thor, found on my ops in the morgue. Tell them on fours, I'ma be bombing these lanes. Understand power and war, I've been the lead. Time to get back in the street, time to get back on my feet. Had time to read, check out we came from the east. Wait till my dogs are released, heard they was sleep. So we gon' wake them up, put them up in the sky. The Lord gon' take them up. I take on anybody, think he brave enough. I've been the same and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit up my cellular phone. Tell me whatever he on, I take that scouter. He on them perks and that powder, homie ain't really that strong. I'm like a dawn. Better yet, Benny King, I keep a lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield, one you see everything, G43, symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too, you crazy,
Hear the hunger in my voice, they used to tell me to speak up. The problem wasn't what I was saying, they couldn't keep up. Instead of moving around with some patience, they tried to speed up. It got colder than a bitter bitch, found me a way to heat up. What's a favor for a favor if we all didn't make it? Kept it 100 with everybody, but they just gon' change. I ain't get caught up in the hype, cause I ain't feel like I made it. Couldn't picture me here now, but here's your moment to frame it. And I ain't never understand that self-entitlement spirit. I felt your vibe, I don't wanna get near it. Before I made the appearance, I took a second, took a look in the mirror. This God, Lord, the only thing that I fear. Y'all got me fucked up. It's all passion, it's tradition, it ain't fashion. It's no action, they make threats and it's still passive. I think massive, no respond, that's still tact. Y'all should quit rapping. Cheap shots, I'm cinematic. I ain't average, I'm an overthrow fanatic. How I go, you lose and win like asthmatics. I got first, that's automatic. I'm the best in my division. In the ghetto like the pigeons, in the hood like the engine. You a bird for that chicken. I don't face split the scissors cause my mind made up, nigga. We in the end of time, but my time ain't up, nigga. I was young and running wild and wide-eyed like a cabbage patch. I had to get it as vivid, adapted to my habitat. It's certain shit I won't do, certain shit you can't prove. My shit sound like a payday, yours like more when the rent. If I had $1 for every dime you counted, I would be broke. Watch it be close, got a better chance, boxing the ghost. And they know I'm raw, and they know the squad, and I'm feeling large, still in charge. I don't make it follow, I follow the law. Standing tall like they hear on March. I just got a call from my bro, he behind the wall, told me let it off. Niggas lying for some cat, I got a different line in me. Everybody intimidated, I got that guy in me. You get focused on them dimes, I'd rather keep my nine with me. Help me get this off the ground, just know you won't fly with me now.
I'm trying to make the news, I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' be the business. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home truth, I ain't never had to choose.
I'm trying to get beamed up, man, y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up, man, y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. What's going on? What's going on? This is Priest and Officer of 1000 Recall Ariel hitting you up out of the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, straight out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana, the only and true leader of Black and Hispanic people. And today's class is the law class. You know what I'm saying? The law class is very significant. This is where we know the rights and wrong because this world has taught us backwards. We don't even know what right and wrong is. Today, we just say whatever we feel is right and on our mind, right? But let me tell you something. We have a set of laws that is supposed to guide us. That is our set of morals. That is our moral compass. And those laws are you can find in the Bible. They tell us what to eat. They tell us who to date and have sex with. They tell us what we could do business wise. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of laws in the Bible that we need to follow as a people, right? But let me tell you something. Hold on. Bear with me one sec. All right. Understand this. You know what I'm saying? These laws is what's supposed to guide us. These laws is the what we broke as a people. And us breaking these laws, man, it got us jammed up. Us as Black, Hispanic, and Natives, forgetting who we supposed to follow, forgetting what we're supposed to do, got us jammed up in this world. Period. That's why we're on the bottom of everything. That's why this lighting on the YouTube is messed up. Hold on. We add a little more light to it. Much better, much better. But you know what I'm saying? So we have to get it together. We have to come together as a people. You know what I'm saying? And learn how to love and take care of each other and follow these laws. Because if we don't follow them, we're going to continue to stay in this situation that we're in today. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbarakatha, to my brothers in Hollywood, California, to all my brothers all across the world. Shalom. But let's talk about it. The punishment that we go through is what this class is about today. You know what I'm saying? This class is straight up and down about us making the wrong choice and paying for it, right? But hold on. Where do I want to go? Matter of fact, I'm going to open up the class with some questions. Anybody got any questions? You know what I'm saying? You can ask your questions. I'm going to start off with Deuteronomy 30 and 15. Let me pop that up in the chat. I'm getting sick of these hotkeys, man. "30 and 15. If you're there, read along with me. So this is the bottom line. This is the choices that you have to make. You know what I'm saying? Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 15. "See, I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil." You hear that? We have the choice to choose life, which is good, and death, which is evil. Us as Black, Hispanic, and Natives, we don't have free will. We either do what the Lord says or die. Do what the Lord says or get punished. It's not free will. That's why when you look at us, look, everybody eats pork. Everybody eats pork, everybody eats crab, everybody eats lobster. When I mean everybody, I'm talking about every nation. Everybody eats these things, right? But why are Black, Hispanic, and Natives at the top of the list? Of gout, heart disease, high blood pressure, every negative health factor, Black, Hispanics, and Natives are on top of. We are leading in every negative health, category. Why is that? It's a simple answer. It's a simple answer. And I'm not just going to tell you with my own words. I'm going to give it to you through the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Now we know he set before us life and death. Let's see what else. Let's go to Psalms 147. Let's go to Psalms 147. Start off with verse 19. Oh, let me type it up in the chat. And if you're on TikTok and you like to see the scriptures that I'm talking about, go to ISUPK Boston or ISUPK Connecticut on YouTube, right? And I actually post the scriptures in the comments and I show them on the screen. I ain't got the skill to do it on TikTok too. You know what I'm saying? But Psalms 147 and 15. Why did I type 19? What's wrong with it? Oh, no, it is 19. All right. Psalms 147 and 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob. What is the Most High's word? What is the Most High's word? What is God's word? What did he show to Jacob? His word is his law, statutes, and commandments. That's what his word is. His word is the law that he gave to Jacob. All right. And who was Jacob? Jacob is the progenitor of the nation of Israel. When he wrestled with an angel, the Most High changed his name to Israel. That's why the 12 tribes, that's why his sons are called the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he did. You know? So let's get with it. And his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. So his statutes and his judgment and his word was given to him and his sons and his sons and sons. Basically is given to one nation of people, right? So only one person was given God's law, right? He have not dealt so with any nation. No other nation has he ever done that with. No other nation has he ever given his law, statutes, and commandments to. So when they break the law, they don't get punished like we do. When they break the law, they don't have to deal with the things that we deal with. Because the laws was given to Black, Hispanic, and Native people. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to read that from the top of 19 again. He showeth his words unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. As for his judgments, what's his judgments? What's his judgments? See, the Christian church got us thinking judgment is opinions. It got us thinking that judgment is opinions. When somebody said their opinions on another person's actions, that person be like, don't judge me. He's being judgmental because he shared his opinions on the action that you're doing. But that's not what judgment is. You know what I'm saying? Judgment is either rendering blessings or curses. It is basically rendering a sentence. Like when your judge is on the I forgot where the judge sits is called, right? But when he's up there and he bangs that gavel after he sentenced you, he said, I rendered my judgment. You know what I'm saying? Judgment can either be a good thing or a bad thing, but it's not an opinion like the Christian church teaches. It definitely is not an opinion because basically opinions don't matter. But no other nation has known his judgment. They don't know his laws, statutes, and commandments, and they don't know his judgments. Know why? Because they were never given the law, statutes, and commandments. So they can never be judged. Yeah, you might get sick, they might do this, but as a nation, they're not being judged. That's why we're number one in everything. Number one in AIDS. Last time I checked, You know what I'm saying? Black, Hispanic, and Natives ain't the only people that's having sex. But we are at the top of every sexually transmitted disease. We're number one in all of them. And we're not even the nastiest of the people. We're not the most perverted of the nations. But we get punished because the law, statutes, and commandment was given to Black, Hispanics, and Natives only. We are God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? Let me finish that up. They have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. And it's a good thing because it is given to us as a sign. Remember, we got the choice of life or death. Nobody else got that choice. They can do what they want and live freely. But we got that choice. Us as Black, Hispanics, and Natives, we got that choice. No other nation has gotten that. Period. Point blank, period. But let's see, so let's go to hold on. Let's go to Deuteronomy 27 and 1. Yeah, y'all still got a code. I still got a code. I'm still going through it. It is what it is. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to type it up in here. We're going to be in Deuteronomy for a while. (27) verse 1. Right? Now, we're going to put some things in context real quick. Good, understand? We're going to put some things in context real quick before we move on with the lesson of understanding these curses, right? Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 1. And Moses, with the elders of Israel, commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I command thee this day. This is literally what I was telling y'all. Moses and the elders told the people to keep all of the Most High's laws. Keep them all. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to handle. It's not hard to do. Because if we don't keep them, we're going to have problems. If we do keep them, we're going to be good. This is that moment where he presented life or death before the people. You know what I'm saying? So just move over one chapter. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 1. Let me chop that in there. And those on Tickety Talk, I hope y'all following along. Hope y'all got your Bibles out. Hope y'all got your swords. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about to get heavy. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And if you got any questions at all, type them in. Don't be scared to, raise your hand, say Salakia or whatever. Just type it in. I'll see it and we'll talk on it, all right? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments. Like, listen, it shall come to pass. Listen, understand it. This is guaranteed to happen if you do listen to the laws of the Most High. If you do follow his law, statutes, and commandment, which I'm telling you at this moment. If you follow them, let's see what happens. Observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Wow. Are we above all nations? Are we? Are we sitting on top? I don't think we're sitting on top. I don't think we're running the show. Know why we're not running the show? Because we did not follow all his law, statutes, and commandments. And as you read them, you will see exactly what it is. And it's a short list, but it all goes down to controlling the whole world. That's all you need to do to follow his law, statutes, and commandments. And we won't be on the bottom of society. We'd be on top. We'll be straight up and down on top. But let's see. Let's drop down to verse 15. Let's see what happens if you don't follow it. Remember, he showed them life and good. He showed them life and good. If you follow the law, statutes, and commandments, you'll be blessed. So if that is the prophecy, then we know that Black, Hispanic, and natives, we on the bottom. We definitely wouldn't be Israel if the Israelites followed the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Now, verse 15. Hold on, let me type it up in here. I didn't type it up in here, did I? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15, right? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass. Listen, that means this is what's going to happen because the simple fact we did not listen. This shall come to pass. This is what's going to happen. If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Listen, since we didn't listen, all these curses are going to come upon us and overtake us. We are going to be consumed and destroyed by these curses. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Let's see what some of these curses are, and let's see who they fit. Because you know, Israel did not follow the law, statutes, command. That is what they known to do. That's why Christ had to come on the scene to give them another shot. That is the whole existence of Christ. Because Israel did not follow the law, statutes, commandments. And since they did not follow them, that means they obviously are cursed. Now let's see who is cursed. Who is cursed with these curses, right? Who do these curses possess, right? Verse 16, cursed shalt thou be in the city. Who's cursed in the city, y'all? Who's on the bottom of every city on the planet? Who's out there begging for their votes to matter? Begging for attention? Who's out there begging for their enemies to recognize that their life matters? Who's out there doing that? Who's out there begging for welfare reforms and any piece of crumbs that they could get from our oppressor? Who is doing that? Look, there is a movement for Black people to vote for Trump just because they believe Trump will bring the stimmies back. That's all they want is a little piece of crumb. They want a stimmy. They want some money. We are beggars. We on the bottom of society, straight up and down beggars. That's what we're doing. What else makes us at the bottom of the society, of the city? We are in the city in what we perceive to be Black neighborhoods, right? They're Black neighborhoods, right? But who's running it? Caucasian politicians over it. Who's running these businesses, these restaurants? Every other nation's running these restaurants and businesses in our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing in our neighborhood that we actually control. So we are at the bottom. We're at the bottom of this society. We are straight up and down cursed in this world. You know what I'm saying? A brother, he fall behind on some child support. Guess what happened? His license is revoked. Now he can't even get to work to pay it. You see what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of factors that's why that we're at the bottom. But understand this: who else would that fit? Who else is cursed in the city? Who else is strung out on drugs at a very high rate, getting no type of help and assistance? I know what you want to say. You want to say, well, there's Caucasians on Mass Ave too. There's Asians on Mass Ave too. You know, well, you're right. True, there are. But let me tell you something. The stigma of being a drug addict is not on them. They could go to a rehab, and believe me, I worked at rehabs and I seen this done. Sober up for a couple of months, and next thing you know, they back in the work field. They got a construction job. They actually in the union already. They get city and state jobs. They could become politicians. They could become the president of the United States as a drug addict. Believe me, Trump did drugs. He probably still is. Trump was a party boy. He was up in, what was that club in New York? Club 57, Club 58, whatever it was. Trump was out there. And now he became the United States president. Bill Clinton did drugs. He got caught doing drugs. He admitted to doing drugs. So their curse of drugs is not like ours. We do it with crackheads forever. It's hard for a Black, Hispanic, or Native person to redeem themselves from drug addiction. Virtually impossible. Even your kids won't even look at you the same. Your kids will hold you up to your drug addiction because you neglected them for your addiction. Now your kids, they're not mature enough, they won't be mature enough to ever actually to forgive you for your actions. Unless they come into the Isupk, then we know that we got to forgive our parents for that. But outside, people in the world, they are never going to forgive their parents for choosing drugs over them. To the point that it affects them, to the point that they end up repeating the cycle. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't get over their mommy and daddy. They're still children. They're in the mind of children. But let's continue. And cursed shalt thou be in the field, and cursed shall we be in the field. What is the field, y'all? We're cursed in the city. You see where we live. We in these projects, chilling with the rats and roaches. Chilling with the rats and the roaches. You ever had see roaches crawl out of your cereal? Your day is officially ruined. It is officially done and over with. So ask yourself that. Man, I gotta change this shirt. I don't know, maybe I should just change the background. Bear with me one sec. I guess my shirt matches my wall color too much. So I just gonna have to bear with me. I might be a floating head soon. Right? So what is the field? Let me tell you what the field is. The field is the area where you work and where you play. Back then, the field was where the money was made. You till the field, you work the field. You get all the produce. You know what I'm saying? You help feed the cows, and you do this, and that's what helps you grow. That's what feeds your family. But nowadays, we're cursed in the field. We're begging our oppressor for food stamps. We barely make enough from our field work to actually keep our head above water. The average Black family in Boston, at the end of every paycheck, they only make $1. I know $8. They only make $8. they had a survey that basically what it did was what on average the black man may make, and on average the bills. So all the money after they spent all their money on bills, guess what happens? They only got $8 to play with. And it's amazing what a black man could do with $8. But that $8 is all we have left to play with. We are definitely cursed in this field. We was cursed in the cotton fields. Everything that we do, from the cotton fields to the McDonald's kitchen, everything we do actually benefits our oppressor more than it benefits us. Oh, shalom, shalom, Yahaba Hashem Yahweh Shabbat. Let me know if you want to come on. I'm actually teaching class right now. But everything that we do is actually how may I put it? Beneficial for our enemy. We're not making no money. We're not making no money to actually help our nation grow. Everything we do is to help our enemy's nation grow. We're definitely cursed in the field. That field is a curse unto us. Plain and simple. So I can bear with me. All right. That field has been destroying us forever. But now we're talking about the work field, but what about the sports field? What about the entertainment field? What about all these other fields? I know if you take 5 minutes to think about it, you'll see who's at the bottom of all those fields too. You'll see who's at the bottom of all those fields. Kanye can't say what's on his mind for 1 second without the whole world coming on him, trying to blackball him. They tried to. They tried to take his album off of every DSP. And look at him. He still was able to clear 150. Which for Kanye is actually small. 150,000 is actually small for Kanye. A lot of artists will wish they crossed 150 streams, 150,000 streams. For Kanye, that's just small. That's nothing. That's nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? So we're cursed in the city. We're cursed in the field. Kyrie Irving, my man, posted just a link to a book or a movie. And he had to get kicked off of the Nets, suspended, play for a whole different team just because he posted a link. You think all those millions is making you any important? Those millions don't mean nothing. You're still cursed out in these streets, just like the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? Remember, if you got any questions, ask them at any time. But let's go to verse 17. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Let me tell you something. Everybody should be able to relate to this. Cursed shall be thy basket and cursed shall be thy store. What was your basket back in the day? What did the basket actually do back in the day? The basket held things that you needed to bring back to the home. What does that nowadays? Your wallet. What you put in your wallet is what helps sustain your family and yourself back at home. Ain't like you bringing a basket of fruits and vegetables home today. Nah. You're bringing money home. Now ask yourself, how's that wallet looking? I mean, you could be selfish with it and be like, oh, I got thousands of dollars. I'm good. My bank account is straight. Well, you ain't thinking. You're not a person of the people. So as us as a people, you just heard what I said. In Boston, the average black family brings home $8 after all the bills are said and done. $8. That basket is empty. that basket is empty. Now, I'm pretty sure it's worse in a lot of other areas. I'm pretty sure it's worse. Us Bostonians might have to be, count, praise the Most High for that $8. You know what I'm saying? You might have to praise the Most High for that. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. Cursed is thy basket and thy store. What is thy store? If it wasn't for food stamps, your cupboards would be empty. Your refrigerator would be empty. You won't be able to store nothing, hold on to anything. We are barely surviving check to check. If you ain't got nobody to depend on and help you, you know the pain that you're going through. We know what it is. So who else could that curse fit? I know those men that call themselves God's chosen people, the Ishis, the imposters, their basket is full. Their store is full. They're not cursed in any city or any field. They living good. They living deliciously. So if the Israelites follow the laws of God, well, guess what? They God's chosen people. But we all know Israelites did not follow the law. So the Israelites are cursed. And according to these curses, it don't fit them. It does not fit them. What up, J-Up Kid? That's my man, Tyler Bach. You know what I'm saying? So who else could that fit? You know what I'm saying? Only Black, Hispanics, and natives. But let's drop that. Let's go to verse 18. Curse shall be the fruit of thy body. What is the fruit of thy body? This is a twofold thing. Ask yourself, what is the fruit of your body? What did your body produce? Is it fecal matter? Is it urine? Nah, we talk about something different. What does your body produce that is actually productive? Let me tell you something. This could go two ways. I'm going to start with the most obvious way. The things that you work for, Black people have to do at least 3 to 4 times more than our enemies do. If we did exactly what our enemies did, guess what? There'd be no fruit produced. We wouldn't have anything. That's why brotherhood is so important. Because we got to work together just to obtain anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, you come up with a plan and a dream and you work hard on it. Next thing you know, it falls apart. You know what I'm saying? Black Wall Street was a dream. It was something that brothers and sisters worked very hard to create. And it fell apart. It crumbled. That was cursed. You know why? Because our oppressors, get jealous. But it's actually a curse too. Because we didn't follow the law, statutes, commandments. You know what I'm saying? So curse shall be the fruit of thy body. Brothers worked hard to get that going now. But here's another fruit of your body. You know what I'm saying? When you get with a woman and you put chills down her spine, you make her feel good for a night, and then 9 months later, something pops up out of her. That's the fruit of your body. Now look at the fruit of these bodies walking around these streets today. They are straight up and down cursed. What do I mean? These brothers and sisters, we got black on black crime. We got police brutality. You know what I'm saying? We got Planned Parenthood. We have just a society that they grow up in and having to wave some rainbow flags. We are straight up, our fruit of our bodies is cursed. Don't even know how to, don't even know how to congregate and chill around each other. They'd rather stay indoors, play video games, and talk trash online and troll. The fruit of our body is definitely cursed. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Man. Y'all know what medicine I should take? Oh, tops off. Let me know. Let's get with it. And the fruit of thy land, man. We can't even produce nothing at work. You know what I'm saying? This is going back to the work thing. $8 a month? That's all we able to hold on to? After bills are all said and done, we got $8 to play with. Yay. That's the life that we live. So the fruit of thy land. I mean, we don't even got land. That's how badly our fruit is cursed. We don't even have land, period. We have no nation to call our own. None. So we definitely, does this fit any other nation other than Black, Hispanics, and Natives? If you could relate to this, understand this, that you are God's chosen people. You are chosen by the Most High to follow his law, statutes, commandments, and be an example to the rest of these people out here, who the Most High is going to put you over. The Most High said, if you follow his law, statutes, commandments, he will have you on high above all other nations. And since we didn't do it, now we're at the bottom of all other nations. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. The increase of thy kin and the flocks of thy sheep, right? All that's going to be cursed. Let's drop that. Let's go to we can go now. I'm going to drop 19. Let's go to 21. Let's go to verse 21. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 21. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee. What is that famous saying that they were using all COVID? All COVID. White man catches a cold, black man catches the flu. At the beginning of COVID, I remember this vividly. Black people were clapping their hands, walking around proudly and freely, thinking that COVID-19 was not going to touch black people, because at that point, it was like 2-3 weeks, it wasn't a case of a black person catching it, right? Then suddenly at some basketball game, somebody playing around with somebody that got it, ended up catching it. Next thing you know, a few months later, black people are the biggest incidents of COVID, dying the most from it and everything. We have to worry about simple things. Simple things. The common cold, the rhinovirus, we catch easily. Like pestilence and plagues cleave on to us because the simple fact is the Most High is punishing us till we start following his law, statutes, and commandments again. The fact that we're not following his law, statutes, commandments till this day is why diseases are still cleaving on to our people. That's why we're number one in AIDS and HIV. All sexual transmitted diseases, from gonorrhea to, I haven't even said this in a long time, the claps. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if the blue waffle disease is real, but I won't be surprised if we're number one in it. All sexual transmitted diseases, we are number one in. So all the pestilence and plagues. Everybody eats crab, pork, shrimp, and lobster, but we the ones with the highest hypertension, high blood pressure, strokes. You know what I'm saying? Diabetes, gout. We're number one in all that. Heart disease. We're not the only one that smoke weed and cigarettes and all types of other drugs, but guess what? We're the number one in lung disease. We're number one in overdoses. We're number one in everything. These things are cleaving onto us to the point that it looks like it's a disease for us. You know what I'm saying? It looks like black people are synonymous, darn near, with AIDS. Like I seen a HIV and AIDS commercial, which they're not a lot of them anymore. Back in the day, there used to be a lot of them. But they all seem to be targeting the urban area, especially black and Hispanic men. And in the LGBTQ community too. We're not the only ones in the LGBT community, but it seems like we're the only ones that's charged with that. Having an argument with some oppressor. And I was telling them how that rainbow flag stuff is their culture. That's not a black thing. And he's like, come on, there's more black rainbow flag wavers than there are of any other race. I said, I highly doubt that, but I understand what you're saying because these type of things cleave onto us. You know what I'm saying? All the negative stuff cleaves onto us, right? But let's continue. Until he have consumed thee from off the land, whether thou goest to possess it. You know what I'm saying? So all these diseases are on us, period, because we're not following his law, statutes, and commandments. That's why we're not successful in this land too. Our poverty is a disease. That's why we're not out there like that. We're not rich. I know you like to say, oh, black people got the highest spending power. Yes, sir. That's all we got is spending power. We don't got no making power. All we do is spend, 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 spend. We ain't got no military. We ain't got no economic system. We ain't got no country. So all we will ever be is consumers until we start following the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. It's just that simple. Let's continue. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption and with a fever and with an inflammation and with an extreme burning and with the sword and with blasting and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish. That disease and violence right there. All types of diseases and violence. The sword and the blasting. Don't they like to push out black on black crime as the number one killer of black people, which isn't true. Number one killer of black people is actually abortions, which is a form of black on black crime, I understand. But that's the number one killer of black people. And all this stuff is a plague that is put upon us for not following the laws of God. So let's drop that. Let's go to that one's about disease. Let's go to 28. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 28. This is one of my favorites. I know you'd be like, why is a curse one of your favorites? Because this one is easy to tell who it's talking about. This one is about as easy as it gets for you to know who it is talking about. So far, all these curses that I read, it's plain to see, it's not talking about them issues that are being terrorists over there to the Palestinians who don't belong there either. No, we're not talking about them. These curses only fit a certain group of people, and these curses are in the Torah too, but they don't like talking about the curses. No, they hate that. But let's get with it. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. What is the madness? What is the blindness? What is the astonishment of heart? Let me tell you something. I don't know if you walk around the streets of Dorchester. Just go down Dudley, right? Go over there. Take a walk, spin around. You know what I'm saying? Just observe what you see. You will see some of the saddest things that you will ever see. And you will see people walking around talking to themselves, strung out on drugs, speaking madness and all types of lunacy and insanity, and start tripping about the things they went through, and they got the right to do that. But madness is cursed all throughout us. All throughout us. Look. What's that girl's name? What's that girl's name that went to jail in Russia? Brittany Griner, right? Brittany Griner is stricken with madness. Why is she stricken with madness, you ask? The woman cut off her breasts. That's before she even went to Russia. She cut off her breasts just so she could look more like a man. That's madness. Matter of fact, the LGBTQ, all of that is madness. And we're the ones to be the face of it. For some reason, we're the face of the rainbow flag. And everything about the rainbow flag is madness. You know what I'm saying? A woman not knowing who the father of her kids is, madness. You know what I'm saying? A man selling drugs, period, madness. A man sleeping with another man's woman, knowing that that man is likely to kill you. That is madness. Black, Hispanics, and natives, we are stricken with madness more than any other people on this planet. You know what I'm saying? We are the ones out here walking around straight up insane, doing a whole bunch of madness with the utmost of pride. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. And blindness, and we don't even know nothing. We don't even see anything. We don't see nothing. We can point it out to you and you still won't see it. A lot of y'all don't even understand what I'm talking about right now. And I'm being as clear as day. I'm saying Black, Hispanic, and natives are God's true and only chosen people. And you like, huh? No, I'm from Baltimore. No. I'm ADOS. What the hell is ADOS? No, I'm FBA. What the hell is that? No, they got a new one out. I don't even remember what it is. Something, I don't even know. But you are smeared with madness, and blindness and astonishment of heart. You know what I'm saying? You're easily broken. Easily broken. Let's continue. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness. We are reaching out for something in the bright morning light. Reaching for it, trying to grab it. What are we reaching for as a people now? What are we reaching for? What are we reaching for as a people? Let me tell you what we're reaching for as of right now. I'm going to keep it real shallow. Reparations. As a people, we are reaching for reparations, something that we should obviously have. And we're reaching for it in the bright morning, but like a blind man is reaching for something in the darkest of nights. That blind man will never touch it. You will never get a hold of that. You will never get a hold of reparations. Because we're stricken with madness. We don't even know that that's not something that we should be fighting for. Us getting reparations is not beneficial for us at all. We need to stop begging. Begging is a sign of weakness. Begging is a sign of dependence. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. And thou shalt be only, hold on. Like as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. Like we ain't going to get that reparations. But not just that. Let's see some other things that we reach for. We reach for integration and equality, and we're still reaching for it like a blind man is groping for something in the dark. And guess what? We will never prosper in that. We will never get it. We will never get equality. Because guess what? Equality is a childish way of thinking. Equality is not real. Equality is something that the weak think of achieving. Who plays a game to tie? Nobody. That equality mumbo jumbo is so you can be weak and lose your competitive spirit. Y'all need to wake up. Stop being blind to this. Wake up. And thou shalt not, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. Listen to this. As long as we keep on trying to reach for these things, equality, you know what I'm saying, reparations and freedom and all these things that actually is not going to prosper for us. They're not going to be beneficial for us. You may think that us getting reparations and having equality will be a good thing, but no. And y'all seem to be forgetting the type of people y'all are asking. Look who y'all are asking for these things. Y'all not asking compassionate, righteous people. Y'all are asking some savage beast for equality. Y'all are asking savage beasts for reparations, as if they actually cared to repair the damage that they have done. They have no interest in it. None. So who would that curse fit other than us? Let's continue. Thou shalt betroth, verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife. We're going to be courting a girl. We're going to be talking to a girl. We're going to, be kicking in. You know what I'm saying? It might actually be my woman. So you're going to get a woman, and guess what's going to happen? And another man shall lie with her. Who is speaking? Who is that? Who does that happen to? I know you like, it happens to every nation. All right, let me get into more details. When we were slaves and you got a woman, if the master don't even have to be attracted to her. If he just gets an erection, he's just going to take your woman and sleep with her and dare you to do anything about it. And for those who were brave enough to do something about it, what happened to them? They were slaughtered. They were made examples of. So you're going to betroth the wife and another man will sleep with her. That was then. How does that happen now? This goes back to the madness that we was talking about in the verse before. Today, if you get a wife, that other man, believe me, your woman would rather be with our oppressor than you. But not just that, your brother, the brother that you did whatever dirt y'all did together, however y'all came up together, he's going to be checking out your woman. This is the madness that we're dealing with. That brother is going to be all up in your woman's face. You might go to the kitchen, he's going to be whispering in the ear, dirty macking, like just saying all types of things, just talking about, speaking on your name very badly, just so he could get up in there. And it is so bad with us that our so-called music culture actually praises that. You are the man if you sleep with another man's woman. You are the man if you take a woman from her man. Look at Usher right now. Look at Usher. Ruining relationships left and right. Let me tell you something. Only men can be homewreckers. Women can't. Women can't be homewreckers. Only men can be homewreckers. Because if a man sleeps with another man's woman, he is ruining their home. Plain and simple. So only a man can be a homewrecker. And who does that fit anybody else? Does that curse? Is that lifestyle prominent in anybody else's world? Would they actually have to worry about the woman they chose to be with? Do they actually have to do that? No, that is prominent in our culture, in our world. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, let's continue. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Who else builds houses and don't live in them? Slaves. That was then. How we build houses and don't live in them today? Put it like this. We built this country. Are we really Americans? What power do we have in this country? And like we could put our foot down and say, no, this is how it goes. These are the rules. We got no power here. This is not our house. This is not our home. This is nothing that we can actually say is actually our place of rest. We're not comfortable up in here. We got to sleep with one eye open in this house. This house is not our house. Yeah, we built it, but it's not our house. You know what I'm saying? Okay, thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof. Man, we work our hands and knees and necks and backs to the bone. We give this country our all. We are on the front lines of all the awards, giving our lives for this country all the time. And what has it benefited us? Where's the benefit for us? We're not eating those grapes deliciously, straight off the vineyard. Nah. The people who actually own the house. Yeah, we built it. Yeah, we planted the grapes in the vineyard. But guess what? It's not benefiting us. It only benefits our oppressor. Because that's who it belongs to. Now, what should you do? You should think about getting your own vineyard and getting your own house. And I know the fear of doing that is what cripples us. Because last time we tried that, we were doing good, and then they came and burned the house down and burnt the vineyard. Well, guess what? Haters gonna hate. You got to expect that from them. They are nothing but haters. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. Okay, I'm going to read this one quickly. Verse 31, thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored to thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thine enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them. Like, understand this, everything was taken away from us, especially in the civil rights movement. That civil rights movement officially put the last nail in the coffin for us. We don't have no businesses. They were taken away and given to other people. We have nothing. 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 And the main thing that we should have, which is each other, we don't even have that. Each other was given to our oppressor. We give our love and our attention to people who are not us. To people that is not us. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. What does that sound like? That sounds like an auction block to me. That sounds like an auction block. Where our children were given away to our oppressor for chump change. Masters would literally do that just to make a few bucks, to alleviate some debts. Yep. And that beloved holiday that y'all celebrate, Christmas, they literally gave our children away as gifts. They gave us, even the adults, as gifts to relieve some debt. We were literally gifts. Little Timmy got a new slave. Little Timmy got a new slave girl. Who knows the little sick, perverted thing little Timmy was doing to the sister? But this is the world that we live in. Our sons and our daughters will be given away and taken and given to another people. Even till this day, we got we got what? DCF, DYS. I don't know what your city calls it. But you run into the store to get a bottle of milk real quick. You lock the car door, your kids are inside. Cop comes by, sees it. Guess what? DCF is in your life. And they take forever to get out of a black family's life. Oh. Let a white woman do that. Guess what? Nothing. Nothing. Let a white woman's child die in the car from heat exhaust. Guess what's going to happen to her? Nothing. Just a sad situation. It was just an accident. But let that happen to a black woman. Let that happen to a black man. You are going down. Down. You're going to have DCF in your life, and they're going to take your kids from you. And to have you jumping through all types of hoops to get them back. And guess where they're going to put those kids? They're going to give them to a, well, it's possible a white family could get them. The white families, they only going to get the real babies. You know what I'm saying? If that, they're going to try to go to Africa and get African. But what happens is they most likely go to detention centers, group homes, basically little prisons for kids who ain't do nothing. That's where they're going to go. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. And thine eyes shall look, man. You're going to be looking. You're going to see this happening. Just like our ancestors, they seen their kids getting snatched up from. They made the parents watch their kids get auctioned off because they were used as examples for the future buyers to be like, look, this child came from this stock of people. Look how big that man is. Look how white his teeth is. Look at this woman, how voluptuous her breast and backside is. They literally did that to us. And nowadays we look too. We see our kids get carted off in the police car for DCF. We see that all the time. Let's continue. And fail with longing for them. You're going to be sad. Your face is going to be also sad, fail with longing. You're going to be crying. You're going to be missing your children. It's going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. All the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. And there shall be no might in your hand. You can't do nothing about it. Who fits that curse? Who fits that curse? Have that ever happened to the Ishis? Did the Ishis see their children get snatched away and sold to other people? At any point in their history? Have they been through that? Nah, that curse seems to fit a certain group of people, which I may say is Black, Hispanic, and Natives. Let DCF snatch up an Ishi child from their Ishi mama. They would dismantle DCF right then and there instantly. But let's continue. No. Let's go somewhere else. Let's drop down to Let's go to verse 36. Drop down to verse 36. Deuteronomy 28 and 36. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 36. Thy Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee. So the Lord's bringing us and those people that we choose to be leaders, which is a problem, which is a sin in itself, because Black and Hispanic and Native people, we should not be choosing no leader over us, period. Us choosing a leader over us is not our custom. But who do we choose to lead us today? Who do we see as leaders of Black people? Let me tell you. Black clergymen like Minister Farrakhan and T.D. Jakes. They are supposedly Black leaders. You know what I'm saying? Politicians, you know what I'm saying? Black scholars. We see them as our leaders. And the Lord said he's going to take them and us and set him before a nation. Hold on, I'm going ahead. Let me read it. And thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. He's going to put us in front of a nation of people that our forefathers are not very familiar with. They are not very cool with these people. We don't know them. Who are they? So we are set in front of these people, right? And there shalt thou serve other gods. See, look, now we are set in front of these other people, and look, we are serving other gods now. We are serving other gods. We are serving the Buddhas. We are serving the Caesar Borgias. We are serving the Allahs. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do as a people. We get in front of these other nations, and our leaders are proudly marching us to these other nations. Proudly marching us to them, selling us for $1. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. What is a god of wood? What is that cross on your neck? What's the cross supposed to represent? It's supposed to be a wooden cross, which is actually really just a weapon. The wooden cross is a torture method. It is no different from an electric chair, no different from the gas chamber, no different from the rifle that's in a firing squad. But you march around it like it's actually something that's going to save you. You rock that joint around your neck like it matters. You kiss it and everything. You kiss it, worship it and everything. You go to church and there's a big giant cross right behind the pulpit, and you drop to your knees and you say a prayer to it. You're worshiping the God of wood. Christ is not the God of wood, but Caesar Borgia is. That Caucasian that's on that cross that you see in your grandma's house, that is a false god. That is a false idol. We are serving gods of a Caucasian nation. Everybody else's God looks like them. There's no such thing as a black Buddha. Buddha's Asian. Buddha is a fat Asian dude, and that's who Asians worship because their God looks like them. Caucasian people worship Caesar Borgia because he looks like them. Buddhists worship Allah and Muhammad. You know why? Because he looks like them. But let's continue. And stone. Last time I checked, don't Muslims circle this giant box that got a little rock in it? They circle this giant box, right? Like 1,000,000 times, trampling over each other, just stomping and trampling over each other, just to get to the part where the rock is, and they kiss it. They kiss a dumb rock. The rock don't even kiss them back. You know why? Because the rock don't got lips. The rock can't even return the sediment that you're giving to them. So they go around here to kiss this rock and spread their herpes amongst each other. And you wondering why we do the same dumb things they do. We literally circle this rock just like the Arabs do, looking dumb. We literally bow and kiss the cross like our enemies do. It's just dumb. It's dumb. It's something that we should not be doing. You know what I'm saying? We are serving other people's gods. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. And thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb. You know what an astonishment is? They know who we are. They know who exactly Black, Hispanic, and Native people are. But they're astonished by us. Know why? Because we are so low. We are so weak. And they give us proverbs and bywords. They call us by proverbs and bywords. You know what that is? The N-word is a proverb and a byword. You calling yourself African American is. Calling yourself Mexican. Calling yourself Dominican. Calling yourself Venezuelan, Jamaican, Haitian. You know what I'm saying? Britain. Calling yourself any other nation is a proverb and a byword. Calling yourself black. When you call yourself something that you are not, you calling yourself a proverb and a byword. And they do it to us all the time. Why do you think black people got so many names? Throughout history, we really have no identity. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. All nations call us some type of proverb and byword. Go to Africa, they're going to call you Akata, which means what's the word? Akata means like a stray cat or a stray dog that don't know his home. So they calling us people who have no homes. They calling us animals that got no homes. And guess what? They're part of the reason why we don't have no home. See how disgusting those people are? They are part of the problem why we got no home, but then they're going to call us and disrespect us over the thing that they caused us. And the other definition for it is cotton picker. Because that's how we should take it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go to let's drop down to let's go down to 41. Let's continue back with the sons and daughters real quick. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. A lot of our sons and daughters are going into captivity even to this day. Like we already know about what happened in the past. I don't even have to break that down too tight. That's talking about the auction block. Yeah, we already talked about a verse like that before, but how are we going into captivity today? Because DCF ain't a form of captivity. But how are our children going into captivity today? Let me tell you something. DCF is just a young version of the prison system. And that's what we're going into today. Our children are going into the prison system quickly. They are sentencing 9 and 10 and 12 and 13-year-olds like as if they're adults. And they only do that to us. I've never seen them sentence a Caucasian as if he's adult unless it's for some extreme thing. But for us, if a black kid, let's say he steals a car at 15, he steals a car and he crashes and somebody died from the crash. The crash is blatantly an accident. The kid was just only doing some joyriding, but the crash and the death was a result of that joyriding. They're going to charge that little black kid as an adult and try to get him life. They don't do that to nobody else but us. You know what I'm saying? But let's drop that. Okay, where should we go next? Okay, here's a blatant one right here. Go to verse 44. Verse 44, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 44, right? He shall lend to thee. It blatantly says he shall lend to thee. Not a bad thing, right? He shall lend to, sounds like that sounds like business, right? He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. What does that mean? Because we are consumers. Who is the one always asking to borrow, always asking to beg? Who is the nation that cannot give out a loan to any other nation? Us. Asians can give out loans. Hell, America owes Asia, owes China. I'll just be more specific. America owes China. That $1 trillion deficit is actually money that we owe to China. Those issues own the banking system. So they could definitely lend out. Who can we lend to? What do we have to lend? This ain't talking about no individual thing. This is talking about nation. Remember, this is a curse put upon the nation. So they ain't talking about, the brothers out there being loan sharks. You know what I'm saying? A brother comes to you, borrows $20, you're going to charge him $60. No. Which way I tell you, that's a sin too. That is a sin too. You ain't supposed to be doing that. That's called usury in the Bible. You ain't supposed to be charging usury. When a brother borrows money from you, guess what? That's all he's giving back is the money that borrowed from you. Interest should not be paid. And that is a practice that our oppressor actually does. When a Ishi goes to a bank that's owned by Ishi, he barely gets charged any usury, if any at all. You know what I'm saying? He might get charged 1-2%. And that's a might because a bank still needs to make money. But that's on the banking level. Personally, they do not charge each other interest. They don't do that at all. And those are practices that we should be doing. Because why would we want to make it harder on our brother who's trying to recover from some type of debt or some type of financial issue? Why would we make it harder on him by asking him to pay interest? Let me tell you why would we do that. We would do that because our enemy does it. And we want to be just like them so much. That's called cultural appropriation. Yes, we're full of cultural appropriation too. That's what we do. But let's drop that. Let's get on. No, there's more to it. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. He is on the top of this country. Our enemy is at the top. We are the tail. Every other nation in between there represents the body. We are the bottom of this society. Point blank, period. And we keep on falling for silly tricks like them letting migrants in, and we like, whining and crying. They're giving them everything. Grow up. If they did give it to them, you think they would give it to you? Do you really think they would give it to you? If they did not give the migrants what they're giving the migrants, do you really think they would give it to you? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. So you're whining and crying about the migrants for nothing. What you should be doing is helping the migrants, looking out for the migrants. Have a food drive, a clothes drive, something. Help them come up. Help them recover what was stolen from them. And mind you, it's not easy to get into this country. Why were they let in so easily? Y'all never thought of that? Why were they let in so easily? Usually when they get caught, when they let in, they ship them right back out. Why aren't they doing it? Let me tell you why. Because America wants them here. America wants the migrants here, and guess what they're going to have the migrants doing? They're going to have the migrants, nope, not in no field, they're going to have the migrants in the battlefield. They're going to have the migrants join the military just so they can become citizens. Put them on the front lines, risk their life for a country that don't care about them. And you over here crying because they gave them some rinky dink, you know what I'm saying, debit card, gift card. You really mad at them about that. Can't y'all see that they pinning us against the Hispanics and the Haitians that are coming into this country? Can't y'all see that? Y'all need to learn to see it. Because we literally need to start loving each other and stop loving them. Stop begging them. That's what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? So let's drop that. And let's go to let's go to verse 48. Let's go to verse 48. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Actually, let's start at 47. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, because we didn't serve the Most High and follow his law, statutes, and commandments like good children should do, guess what's going to happen? Let's continue. Therefore, thou shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. Look, we didn't want to serve the Most High. We didn't want to do what he told us to do. So now we're going to get what we want. And we're going to have to serve our enemies and do what they tell us to do. And what are some of those things? I'm about to read it. Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst. Look, if we're hungry, we have to go and beg them for food stamps. We have to go shop at their supermarkets. You know what I'm saying? We have to eat the food that they provide for us. You know what I'm saying? I bought today a beef jerky. And Jack Link's beef jerky, which is known to actually be a beef jerky, right? Well, this wasn't a beef jerky. This is more of a beef stick. So I bought it. It had the beef on one side and the cheese on the other. So I bought it. I went to work. Son just told me, look at it. Read it. Man, I read that. It said pork and beef on it. We have to depend on him to even follow the laws. He is supposed to be telling you that these beef sticks, they're supposed to only be beef. But no, we have to depend on him to make them only beef. Because they are devils. They would definitely stick some pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, and everything and tell us that it's not. That's what they will do. So I went to work and, I wanted to try it. That joint said the chili cheese Frito flavor. And I just happened to say, hold on. Something ain't right. Because something popped in my head about Slim Jims. I know Slim Jims, they have hard casing. So I was like, okay, let me see if this got a hard casing. I was thinking about looking for the casing. Nah, the casing is actually just synthetic. But the meat in there was real. And that joint said pork and beef. I was like, oh, disgusted. That joint went in the trash. And that's the world that we live in. So we got to depend on them for our hunger. We got to depend on them for thirst. Nobody, you look at the brothers and sisters in Flint. Look at them in Flint. They got to go to their store and buy water. We can't, it's against the law in most places to even collect rainwater. You can't even depend on the Most High for rainwater. Our oppressor said, no, you're going to have to come to me, pay this water bill, or buy these bottles of water, you know what I'm saying, to quench your thirst. That's what we have to do. So let's continue. And in nakedness, like we literally have to go to the store to buy clothes just to cover our backside. A lot of our sisters don't even know how to sew. But it's not just the clothes. We got to get the fabric from them. Black people, we don't own no textile plants. We don't own no cotton fields, no silk farms, no nothing. We have no resources. So yes, we have to go to them for everything. I don't care if your clothes say Sean John, Carl Kanai, Kanye West. I don't care what it says. They're getting their fabric and their textiles from our enemy. So we literally have to depend on them for even clothes, to even make sure that our backsides are covered. Let's continue. And in want of all things, we got to depend on them for the wants of everything. You see that woman that you next to? Oh man, you love that woman. Guess what? In this society, if you want to call her your wife, you have to go to them for a marriage license. And you have to stand in front of them and profess your love and all this. You're going to have to sign a contract with the state. Y'all both do. You're going to have to sign a contract with the state to say that y'all are married. And guess what? And if you want a divorce, you're going to have to do the same thing. Guess what? When you're born, you're not considered to be born till that birth certificate is signed. Guess what? If you're dead, you're not considered dead till that death certificate is signed. We got to go to the wants of all things for them. All things. Anything you think of, we have to go to them just because we do not want to serve the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee. And he's going to make you work for all those things. He's going to put a yoke of iron around your neck. And if you look throughout history, he actually put real yokes of iron around our neck. But now that yoke of iron is mental. We are still slaves. So that yoke of iron is still there. And he's going to make us dance and jump through all types of hoops. You know what I'm saying? You sisters, y'all looking for a little financial relief. You know what I'm saying? Because the system forced you to leave that man or kick out that man that's the father of your kids. So now you're depending on them to give you the child support because you got to pay the child. The man has to pay the state for the child support. And the state gives her whatever they think she deserves and needs. And then right after that, you know what I'm saying? She might get a little bit of cash from welfare. You have to serve them for the want of all things. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. And they make you jump through hoops for that little bit of chump change that you're getting from child support and a little bit of chump change that you're getting from welfare. You're going to have to jump through hoops. And your man's going through all types of hell just to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? That's the world that we live in. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Let's continue. The Lord, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far. Look, we don't even know where they came from. We was in hiding from them for a while. We was in hiding from them. We don't know how they even got to Israel. They destroyed Israel. We ran into Africa. We ran all across the world, actually. And they still found us. And they still continue to destroy us. The Most High brought this nation from afar to handle that business. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. Look, I seen a video of a brother. Okay, there's this old dude who the correction department allowed to see his father pass away. So they let him into the hospital. The family's all around his father. Mind you, That old dude has kids himself. This man's about 67 years old. He been in jail for like 20 years, 30 years, and he's still in jail. And he's carting off, shuffling off, and the girl is crying, "We miss you, Daddy." And you know what I'm saying? It's painful to watch. So I go in the comments, "Good night. What the brother do?" They said the brother did some petty theft and got over 60 years. They don't care how old you are. They don't care how young you are. They're going to do you dirty. In New York, I can't remember, oh man, how can I forget the sister's name? They busted into a sister's house and killed her. The police killed her. No different, only took seconds. It's no different from when they killed Tamir Rice. Doing what every normal kid does. Every boy child played with toy guns. Every boy child. And his toy gun did have an orange tip to it, which was a significant sign to let them know that it's a toy. And they still killed him. They don't regard the old or the young. They just hate our people, and they want us all destroyed as quickly as possible. These curses only fit Black, Hispanic, and Native people. And if you feel these curses, if you feel like these curses affect you and yours, guess what? You're God's chosen. Let's continue. Let's drop down. Let's go to 58. No. Let's go to 54 real quick. 54. 54. No, let's go start off with 53. Start off with 53. That brings context to it all. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy God hath given thee, in the siege and the straitness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee. Like that curse was a prophecy. And that prophecy actually already came to pass. There is a history of Israelites actually physically eating their own children because they had nothing else to eat. So due to fear and being cowards, this was not a shining moment. That's how you know the Bible's real, because the Bible even shows you the lowly and disgusting times of that people. But it resurrects and it reverberates even till today. We still are eating and devouring our children, but in ways that's not physical. You know what I'm saying? In a more metaphoric way, we are devouring our children, destroying them. How so, you ask? A lot of you women out there got OnlyFans pages, and it's coming out now. Since OnlyFans started, a lot of these kids that you had, that you was working that tail to put food on the table, guess what's happening? They're getting bullied in school now. They getting laughed at. All their friends are pointing out your body on OnlyFans. You like, well, kids ain't supposed to be on OnlyFans. Of course they're not supposed to be on OnlyFans, but guess what? These kids ain't dummies. As long as they got the internet, they got OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? They could work out a credit card and all that, man. They could get themselves a little prepaid debit and get OnlyFans. They're not dumb. And you destroyed your child by doing that. We destroy our children's credit. We put things in their name. That's something that's every common with all of us. We all know that one. You know what I'm saying? We start doing drugs, thinking that we're being cool and friendly with our kids. Start smoking weed with them at an early age. Start drinking with them at an early age. Because we think it's cool. We think we're friends with them. We think we're buddies. And we're destroying them, devouring them. Let's continue. Yep. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate. What is a tender and delicate man? What is a tender and delicate man? Let me tell you what a tender and delicate man. A tender and delicate man is a soft, weak man, an emotional man. That's how we are devouring our kids now too, because the brother was so weak and fragile. A lot of brothers will leave that woman and never return, and leave his son to be raised by a woman who don't know nothing about manhood. All she knows is emotional stuff herself. And then she raised her son to be emotional. And now he's all emotional, shooting up the streets. This is the problem that we have. Who else does this fit? What other nation does this fit? Let's continue. His eyes shall be evil towards his brother. Man, black on black crime. Our eyes are evil towards one another, man. We're planning on doing all types of things, even if you think that it's not evil. Brothers be smoking weed with each other, yes, that's evil and borderline homosexual. But it's evil. Let's continue. And toward the wife of his bosom, and our eyes are evil towards our women. A lot of domestic violence going on in the world today. A whole lot of it. Let's continue. And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Whoa. Whoa. Who does that sound like? Who does that prophecy fit? Who does that prophecy fit? Oh, they like to point out how black men leave their kids. Oh, they point it out so much. They point it out all the time, even though there's studies saying that we technically don't leave our kids. We're probably the more involved group of fathers in their kids' lives. But they love pointing it out. It's a stereotype that goes back from the 60s and 70s. It's a stereotype. You know what I'm saying? That stereotype is a curse unto us. Because a lot of brothers, even to this day, still do leave their kids. You know what I'm saying? But it's not right that we do. But we still do. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat, because he hath nothing left him in the siege, and in the straitness wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. Because we got nothing, we don't give our kids nothing. And we're destroying them. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. There's a question that's popular that's on the internet. Who should eat first, the children or the father? Well, let me tell you something. A righteous woman will give that man the plate first. That's what a righteous woman will do. And it makes sense because he has to supply for the family, right? But what would a righteous man do? A righteous man would tell her to make the plate for the kids first. Different role, different results. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. 56, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. Look, we all know about the evils of our woman. I ain't going to be on here bashing women all day, especially seeing how I only got 7 more minutes. But our women are very hurt. We all are destroyed as a people. So our women have a certain amount of hatred towards black men today. This is not like the 30s where black women loved black men no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Grandpa had 3 or 4 other families, which is no sin on grandpa, but grandma, she took that. Grandma took that like a G. She wasn't emotional about it. Nowadays, women find out that if you're looking at another woman, she's going to bust out your car tire, burn the house down. She's going to do all types of manner of evil towards you and towards the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because the kids look like you. Now she hates the kids too. All men is evil. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to drop down due to the sake to the time limit. There's so many other curses. And I implore y'all, I beg y'all to read the whole chapter. Come up with questions. Bring them to me next week. You know what I'm saying? Bring them to the generals tomorrow. Bring your questions. Because I do like smoke. You know what I'm saying? If you even doubt us, I take smoke too. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Let's see who this curse fits. Remember, these curses must be on Israel because they did not follow God's laws. These curses must be on them. Let's get to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Here's what you must understand. They walked out of Egypt the first time. Why do they got to go back to Egypt with ships? There's something that you must understand about the word Egypt. The word Egypt is a Greek word, which is Egyptos, which means bondage. Because the history of that land is synonymous with Israelites being in bondage there. It was actually the name of Israel. Biblically, the name is Mizraim. Mizraim was one of the sons of Ham. And Mizraim was the one that inherited that land. That was his land. You know what I'm saying? And he had sons and daughters. And next thing you know, he has a nation under him. You know what I'm saying? And that nation today is known as Egypt. But that wasn't the name of it biblically. The name of it biblically was Mizraim. And you can prove that in the Bible, in Deuteronomy too, where it actually says, hold on, let me get the verse. I think I got enough time. All right, hold on. Okay, go to Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 6. And it says, I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. That's what it means. That's why it's so synonymous. Egypt is synonymous with bondage. It is synonymous with slavery. But let me get you Mizraim. Okay, the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. See, Mizraim was one of the sons of Ham, and he was the son that took over Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And that land, the name of the land is actually named after him. You know what I'm saying? The name of the land was named after him. Oh man, Salakia, I am sick as can be. But let's get back to Deuteronomy due to the sake of time. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. How we getting back into bondage again with ships? Who got back into bondage again with ships? So it obviously ain't talking about the land because we walked out of it the first time. So we ain't going back into the land again with ships. We're going back for what it's known for, which is bondage. We're going back into that condition, into that hell again with ships. Who has ever went to slavery with ships? Let me tell you, a lot of people. A lot of people. At least that's what they'll challenge you with. But let's continue. By the way whereof I spoke unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. So our homeland, we ain't going to see it no more again. Who else could say that? Last time I checked, Irish people are in Ireland. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, Australians are in Australia. But let's continue. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen. Hold on. First off, we are being sold to our enemies. We are going back into bondage to our enemies, not to our brothers. I'm sorry, y'all, but the Irish and the English, they are all of the same people. They are the same people. They both have a lineage to the Caucasus Mountains. They both have a lineage in a history that goes back to the Caucasus Mountains. They are brothers. So that little slavery for that little travel of water between Ireland and England, that don't count. That really don't count. Let's continue. Be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. What does buy you mean? Buy you, let me tell you another word for buy, because it definitely bought us. Remember, we were sold to our enemies. So the scripture is not contradicting itself. But buy also means redeem. You know, like when you redeem your purchase? What does redeem means too? When you redeem your purchase, you're saving your purchase. No man shall save you. No man will actually give you a helping hand. You know those Africans that help kidnap us and sell us, that are begging for our attention and help and love now? Where was their attention and love when we were being hung from trees? You know what I'm saying? Did they hop in any canoe, try to row themselves over to America and try to save us? No. Not one blow dart through a needle at any of the enemy, any of the Caucasians. You know why? Because they were business partners with them. They were business partners. Mansa Musa got all that money due to what? Slavery. And with that, I'm going to end the class. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. You know what I'm saying? What we do is we teach the Black, Hispanic, and Native they are God's true and only chosen people. And with that comes a responsibility. A responsibility is to love and take care of each other and put each other first and prefer each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're here to do. Gather yourself together, O nation, not desire. That's Zephaniah 2:1. And that's what we're here to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to end the class with that. I'm a little bit too late, so don't forget about the Passover. Actually, the Feast of Purim is going down this weekend. Man, don't forget, we're going to be teaching on that very soon. And with that, shalom.